dressing for your shape, proportion and balance. Hello and welcome, I'm Hayley, founder of 11 Loves, and I share styling advice to help women feel more confident getting dressed, enjoy putting outfits together and find a bit of fun in dressing well. Today I'll show you how to dress for your body shape, and we're going to do it completely differently to how you might have had it done to you before. I'm not going to tell you that you're a fruit, I'm not going to hand you a list of things that you are not allowed to wear. Those rules were written a very long time ago, most of them are nonsense, and between them they've made an enormous number of women frightened of their own wardrobes. Here is what I actually believe, and I've watched it be true on hundreds of women now. There is no shape that cannot be dressed. There are only lines and where the eye goes. That is the whole video. Your clothes are drawing lines on your body, whether you are thinking about it or not. And when an outfit feels wrong, it's almost always because a line has landed somewhere unhelpful. The good news is that lines can be moved, usually in about 10 seconds, free and with something you already own. So let's get into it. Let me show you what I mean by a line. Put a shirt on straight off the hanger and leave it out. Now look at where your eye goes. It goes to the hem of the shirt, and the hem is sitting somewhere around the middle of the body and stops there. That hem is horizontal, and a horizontal line is a full stop. The eye arrives and it does not travel any further. And because it's landing near the middle, it has cut the body into two roughly equal halves. Two equal halves is the least flattering division there is. It has nothing to do with your body, it's just what equal halves do to an eye. The eye finds asymmetric division more interesting. A 1-to-2 split creates tension and movement, while a 50-50 split feels static and resolved. Architects, artists and interior designers all know this already. Next time you study a painting or look at how an interior designer positions 3 ornaments on a mantelpiece rather than 2, you'll notice it too. So move the line. Just the front, nothing clever, and look what happened. The line is moved up, the body is now in roughly 1/3 and 2/3. And everything below it reads as leg. Same shirt, same trousers, 10 seconds, and that is the single most useful thing I know about styling. Now, tucking is not for everyone, and if you hate it, you're not stuck, because it was never about the tuck, it was about the line. So you can move the line any other way you like. A shorter jacket puts the line higher, a cropped shirt does the same. Rolling your sleeves puts a break at the wrist, near the waist, and the eye reads that as a waist marker. A belt does it in the most obvious way possible. Any of them work. The only thing that does not work is leaving the line dead in the middle and hoping. If that is useful, do subscribe. I put a new styling video out every week and it's all practical things like this. Right, now balance. And this is where all those old rules get replaced with one idea. Wherever you're widest, you don't hide it, you balance it. Hiding never works, and I want to be really clear about why, because it's the mistake I see most. Draping something tent-like over a part of your body does not make it smaller. Try switching your mindset away from hiding and disguising and towards balancing. Balance works, hiding does not. So here is my guide to achieving balance. If your widest point is your hips, now take a wide leg trouser. Everyone tells you to wear this and nobody tells you why, so here is why. The widest point is your hip. A wide leg carries the straight vertical line down from that widest point all the way to the floor, uninterrupted. There's no line cutting across, so the eye travels down and reads the whole thing as one long leg. Compare it to something that narrows at the ankle, and now you've made a triangle, and a triangle points to exactly the thing you were trying not to point at. The hip. And then you add a top, a shoulder, a structured blazer, a shoulder pad, a boat neck, a horizontal stripe across the chest. You're widening the top so the top and bottom are speaking to each other. And this is the bit that surprises people. Adding width to your shoulder creates balance with your hip, not because you have hidden anything, but because you have given the eye something to compare them to. Notice we're not talking here about making any element of your body smaller. We're not about making women small. Society does enough of that. We're talking about creating balance in proportions. If your widest points are your shoulders, bust or back. So now you want to take structure out of the top and put movement in. Softer fabric on top, a shirt with drape in it, rather than a stiff poplin. Play with your neckline to influence where and how the eye lands. A V-neck draws a vertical line down the chest and a vertical line lengthens. A boat neck draws one horizontal straight line across the shoulder and a horizontal line widens. The same body, two completely different results, and the only thing that changed was the direction of the line. Then let the bottom half do some work. What if your widest point is your waist? So this is the one I get asked about most, and the old rules got it most wrong because they all said cover it, and covering is exactly what makes it worse. What works is a vertical, 2 long lines down the front of the body, an open shirt, a long waistcoat, an unbuttoned blazer. The eye follows those 2 verticals up and down, which is a long, lengthening journey instead of travelling across. And then what if you are straighter up and down? Now you are not balancing, you are building. You want to create shape that is not already there. Put something at the waist, a belt, a sheared waist, a gentle cinch. And use diagonals because a diagonal line reads as a curve to the eye, even when nothing underneath it is curved. That is exactly what a dipped hem is doing. It's not a design flourish, it's a diagonal line, and a diagonal adds shape. Now hemlines, and this is the one people get most wrong and never work out why, because they blame themselves instead of the hem. A hem is a horizontal line, the eye stops there, so the only question that matters is, where do I want the eye to stop? And the answer almost always is at a narrow point, because wherever the hem lands, you want the width of the hem to be in contrast with a narrow point in your leg. Trousers and jeans, so a hem that finishes just above the ankle at the narrowest part of your leg will nearly always look more balanced than one that finishes at the middle of your calf, which is the widest part. That's the entire reason for that roll on our Billies. It's not a fashion thing, it's a line thing. You've moved the full stop from the wide bit to the narrow bit, and the whole leg looks longer. And here's the useful thing, you don't need to buy a single new item to use any of this, you just need to move a hem. Roll it, tuck it, push it up, add a heel, go and find the piece you've never been able to make work, and I would bet the problem is where it finishes. One more lever and it's the fastest of the lot. Every outfit needs one place for the eye to land, just one. If there's nothing, the outfit reads as flat, however lovely the pieces are. And here's why this belongs in a video about shape rather than being a nice extra. A focal point is a decision about where you send people's eyes. Up at the face, so a necklace, an earring, a colour near the collar. At the waist, a belt. Down at the hem, a shoe with something to say. You get to choose. That's not a trick and it's not hiding anything, it's just direction, and most people never realise it's theirs to direct. But only one thing, if you put a statement necklace, a big earring, a bold belt and a loud shoe on the same outfit, nothing leads and everything starts competing and it all cancels each other out. So a very quick recap, and notice that not one thing in this video is a rule about what you cannot wear or about hiding yourself. Your clothes draw lines, the eye follows them. Move the lines. Break the body into thirds and not halves. Balance rather than hide, because hiding has never worked for anybody. Land your hems and the narrow points and not the wide ones to create balance. Give the eye one place to land and choose where that is. With nothing wrong with your body, there never was, there are just lines, and now you know where they are and how to move them. I hope that was genuinely useful. If you enjoy this kind of styling advice, do subscribe. There's a new one every week and I would love to have you here. And if there is a piece you've never been able to make work, tell me in the comments below and let's solve it, because I promise you, you're not the only one with that exact piece. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and enjoy getting dressed.